What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Dude, I'm straight lounging today. I feel so good. And the days that I feel the best, I always love talking about the iPhone XR and pretty much what this phone brought to the table. But more so than that, I've beaten this phone to death. I've literally talked about this phone in every angle. And I literally think the iPhone XR is the perfect phone for so many people out there. And I use that term very lightly, but I say it all the time. I think the Galaxy S8 is still very good. I think the Galaxy S9, the OnePlus 7 Pro, those phones are very, very good phones. The iPhone XR is one of those timeless phones again. We're going to be looking back at it like 5 years from now and saying the same exact thing. Now, recently, I've been looking at a lot of used phone prices towards the end of 2019 or end of the year. I usually do this because I like seeing what the phone started off with, what it is now, and what I can kind of project in the future so I can kind of find the best way to buy the phones. And I used to do this when I used to sell phones to recoup the money for this channel, but I don't even sell the phones anymore because I just need them all the time. And honestly, I started watching a lot of my older videos on the iPhone XR and how certain phones compare to it. And the iPhone XR was one of the phones that I've compared and that I used that I think has depreciated probably the best and probably to the best point right now. I mean, a used iPhone XR costs about the same as a used iPhone 10, and a used iPhone XR is about half the cost as a brand new iPhone 11, and it's a couple $100s cheaper than a brand new iPhone XR. And for what you're getting, I literally think it's one of the best valued phones out there and is perfect for so many people. Now, the best thing that I forgot to say in my late 2019 review that I just dropped like a month or two ago was that the battery life is still insane. The battery life for this phone is still very, very good. Now, I want to tell you, I hit on this in a video I did a couple days ago too. I use my iPhone XR like crazy. I bought it the first day that it came out, okay? I bought it launch day. I went to the Apple Store, bought it. I did all of those camera tests, all of those speed tests, the reviews, all of that. You guys can look back on my channel. You can see how much I've used that phone, okay? And I've even let my iPhone XR die all the way, all the time. So you're not supposed to do this. It's really bad for your battery. I would not recommend you doing this, but I would charge my phone up all the way to 100% and I would kill it in the same couple of days later. You know, it has pretty good standby time, but I would let it completely die. I think it's dead right now, actually. And my iPhone XR's battery health is still at 100%. This thing still has about the full amount of battery health that it came with when I bought it over a year ago. And that is a huge thing for this phone, okay? The battery life is very good, but if you're somebody who doesn't really want to put too much thought into it, who doesn't care about so much whatever, the iPhone XR, in terms of the stability of it and in terms of you using it, you're not going to really have any issues with it in terms of the battery life, even if you do really crazy insane things. I mean, I hate to say it, but I love technology. I treat my technology the best that I can, but these are tools at the end of the day, and I use them like tools and they die and they just, break and stuff like that. But the iPhone XR is one of those phones that I don't feel like is going to break on me at all. On top of that, the Galaxy S10, I bought that on launch day, the brand new one, and that one has already depreciated down to 99%, and I bought that after I bought that iPhone XR, and I definitely use the iPhone XR more than I use the S10. That's a crazy thing. That's a humongous thing right there for the iPhone XR in terms of just the build overhaul. And also kind of going on with that, whenever I'm using it, it still feels like a very fast phone. I've already talked about this in many videos, and it's only just a little bit slower than my iPhone 11, but the crazy thing is that there were many cases where my iPhone XR was actually faster than my iPhone 11. That's pretty insane. A brand new phone being a little bit slower here and there. And on top of that, this is the most important part. The RAM management for the iPhone 11 is so bad right now. I don't know what the heck is going on with it. The 11 Pro is the same way, as well as the 11 Pro Max. All of these phones have this RAM management problem that Apple needs to fix and address in a future update. My iPhone XR does not have this issue. I hope it's not an actual hardware issue. You can look back on that speed comparison I did too. This phone does a better job of RAM management than the iPhone 11. So if you're going through your day, you don't want to think about, oh my god, this app is going to die on me when I keep it in the background. You don't have to worry about that. You'll be perfectly fine. So that's a really, really huge advantage for the iPhone XR and why it's perfect for a ton of people. Also, software support, still top notch. It's not going anywhere soon. You don't even have to worry about that. Also, in terms of the design, next year's iPhones will also probably end up looking just like this iPhone. It won't be until I think a higher end iPhone of 2020 or even 2021 where we will see a notchless iPhone. So you won't be missing out on too much in terms of the design if you're afraid of getting an iPhone XR, either brand new or used, and you just don't know whether you should pick it up because next year's iPhones are going to look so much better, or the iPhone 9 or SE2 are going to come out and you're going to regret it. Trust me, the iPhone XR is still going to be a great valued phone. If you want, I think the iPhone XR is probably still going to be at that $599 price tag that it is now, even when the SE2 or iPhone 9 come out, because those phones are going to be kind of taking over the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. But the iPhone XR, without a doubt, is still going to be fun in terms of the looks and the design of it, without a doubt. So those are just a couple more reasons as to why I think the iPhone XR is the perfect iPhone for so many people. It's beautiful, it's great. There's really not that many reasons as to why not to pick it up. If you have an iPhone 6 or you have an iPhone 8 or you have whatever, a Galaxy S4 or you have an LG G7 or something, picking up an iPhone XR would be an amazing thing, and you're going to be doing yourself a favor in my opinion. If you want to pick up an iPhone XR, I'll find the cheapest one on Amazon and I'll link it down straight in the description below so you guys can get it from there and help support the channel at the same time. But that is pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I'd really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.